Hello, this is Resland Bearcat, and welcome to our Apollo Let's Play series of Dyson Sphere Program. Hello, my name is Resland Bearcat, and welcome to a new series on Dyson Sphere Program. So I'm looking forward to bringing you this series. I've been really looking forward to playing this game. I've been tinkering with it a little bit here and there, but I haven't really done a playthrough of this game. So this is going to be my first playthrough. I am going to do it on air so that we it's on our own video and record it for you guys to enjoy. Now, I don't know anything about what makes a good cluster. We've got a variety of different star types. Looks like we've got one black hole, a couple of white dwarfs, things of that nature. We're starting sort of in the middle of the sort of, kind of, maybe in the middle. It's not exactly in the middle, but it's close enough. So different things. We're starting on a G-type star, and we'll get started. The seed was on the screen if you need to back up for a little bit and get that. Now, this initial intro here for this, and there is a recorded session. I'm not going to play the recorded session. If you get the game, I would encourage you to actually sit and watch the recorded intro here. They did a phenomenal job with this. But I've got the voices turned off, and we're going to do a close flyby of the sun here, the star that's in this system. That's pretty cool. The graphics are just incredible. I really like the graphics in this game. I think the game manufacturer here has actually done a phenomenal job with the graphics. I had a friend in college that used to create models of the solar system and would actually render and generate 3D models of the solar system and do these kind of flybys like this. He used to leave his computer running for weeks, and I'm not exaggerating. Sometimes it'd be 3-4 weeks to generate one sequence of things where they were flying by, but this is exactly the kind of thing that he was doing. It is actually, it takes me back to my college days, so that's pretty good. But I'm looking forward to this game. I really have been. It's been a long time. This has been on my playlist for a long time, something I wanted to play. So I'm going to get started on it. Now, in this series, primarily, you're just going to see me play the game, kind of explore, tinker around. This will be kind of a relaxed playback. I'm sure I will make mistakes, and I encourage you, if you see things that I'm doing wrong or things that could be done better, I would encourage you to leave me a comment. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you see things that you think that you might do differently, or tips or tricks that you might have in there. I'm making no bones about this. This is recorded gameplay of me having fun. I don't pretend to be good at this game. I don't know anything much about it, so I have spent a total of about 6 hours playing it at this point. I've only played into the mid game, so this will be the first time I've really tried to attempt an actual playthrough. So we're going to start with deconstructing the thing that we came in here. We've got a guidebook. I didn't mean to click that. I was trying to get rid of the basic operation guide. And we landed right on top of a crude oil seep that's 2.63 per second. That's interesting. Might be the first time I've come into there. Let's just bring up the map and see where I'm at on the map. I'm going to put the north to the top, where it's at the top. The North Pole's at the top, and just kind of look and see where I'm at in here now. So there's Icarus standing right there. Looks like I'm sort of in the middle of the planet. Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle. So I think what I'm going to do is start and build my factory going this direction over here, kind of straight away from these things. There's a big area over here where I can build. Looks like there's some stone veins there that I can grab. There's stone there. There's iron there. There's coal, more iron up here. That's more coal. What I don't see is copper. That's just an interesting thing. There is some copper way over there, but man, it's a long way away. There's the crude oil right there. They didn't put me down in anywhere near any. Well, I don't see any copper anyway. Let's close this and zoom out a little bit. I do have a little bit of copper right there. So our goal here is going to be to automate as much as we can. We're going to try to do the absolute minimum amount of things that we have to do for this. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is put these power things in here to power the thing. We're going to come in here and we're going to queue up ten of those. 10 of those. And 10 of those. So we're using up lots of the iron right out of the gate. That's okay. That's what it's here for. All right, now that we've got some iron, now we're gonna. Whoops. Let's try not to do that. I thought I saw some copper somewhere. Let's get rid of that one. Yes, right up here. Certainly not in a great place. We'll get our research going here in just a minute, but we're going to come up here and get a little bit of copper so we can get some copper items done next, while we still have some items here. So bring up the fabricator again here, and we will build 10 of these. And then I'm going to only do 5 of these because they make 2 at a time. Everything else I've done so far makes 1 at a time. So we're trying to get 10 of each item. Get a little bit going there. So while Icarus is doing his thing here, grabbing some things. All right, there we go. Now then, let's get our research started. So we don't have any choice. First thing we're going to do is electromagnetism. And we've already got some of the things in there. Now, once we do electromagnetism, I think the next thing that we will do, and just kind of looking at this, is the basic logistics system. So I want to queue that up next, and that means we'll have to build circuit boards. We may want to do an upgrade. Let's look at something. The Mac Core. Yeah, I think I do want to do that before I do this. I want to activate this. That'll run Uniforce Exploration. We can't do. We can't do that. We can't do that. I'm just looking to see what we can do. But most of this stuff is things we cannot do. If we can find some coal, we can do the drive engine. That'll give us flight. And none of the stuff down here on the bottom of this, I don't believe, can be done. Yeah. We will get to that stuff. But right now, we can do the Mecha Core. And then we can go back to the technologies and do this system here. So that's what we're going to queue up and try to do. But we don't have a lot of fuel or energy at the moment. So we do need to get some coal. But first things first, let's see if we can build. We do have a miner. And so let's get a miner down on this ore node. And we'll hit Shift R, kind of turn this around. I'm see if how many of these I can get at once. I don't know how, it doesn't look like I can. I have a hard time getting all. I'm hoping to get 6. But it is not cooperating with me. If I put it in here this way, can I get all 6? It doesn't appear to be. What if I come in at it from this angle? Alright, we'll do it from this way. No, that definitely didn't do it. Look at that. I managed to get all 6. Well, it says I got 5. Okay. And part of the reason I'm trying to get 6 is because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you get, as far as your extract rate, you get, this will give me, it says 6, so I've got to get power in here, but I believe with 6 of them, this will, it's either half a belt or a full belt. I think it's half a belt, but that's, we'll figure that out in a minute. Let's go ahead and put a power node down. We'll come over here. We can now build a mining machine. Yeah, I know that. Go away. Thank you. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're not going very far away here. The copper is kind of up this way, right? Yeah, it's right over there. So I want to put this. Right now I'm just going to put that in the middle. It'll probably end up getting moved. But that's okay. I'm going to move this down here now. I'm going to bring this right here. And have that thing put in there. And now this is powered. So now that's actually good because now I'm collecting iron at a lot faster rate. We got wind power. We still need more of the iron things. So let's go ahead and get that. We'll go ahead and create some of those. We'll go ahead and produce 10 more of those, and we'll go ahead and produce 10 more of those. Now, what we'll do now, let's build while that's building. Then we can build buildings. We can build this thing now. We're just going to build one of these, and one of these. That'll be built here in a few minutes, and we'll be able to do this with the things that we need. Right now, I'm just going to grab some copper manually, because that's what I need. I see stone there, and I see Coal. So our goal with this first episode is just to get the 4 resources we need into a box. Just mining into a box and getting that stuff done. That's nothing more, nothing less. Just trying to get things done into a box so that we can make the things that we need. So we'll need that. We'll produce 10 of those. Buildings, we will produce 1 of those. Don't have enough resources to produce that. So the storage thing is going to be next from a research standpoint. It's one of the things I want to get. I've got research going on here. I don't. Right now we're doing the mecha core, and then we're doing the logistics system. So, okay, that gives us an upgrade to the mecha core, which makes us a little bit more powerful. Still can't build this because I don't have enough. What is it I'm missing? I'm missing iron ingots. That must mean I don't have the iron. So this is here. I can just grab that out of there. That's very good. Now I should be able to build this. Yes, I can. I've already got 1, and then I've got 1 of these too. Okay, I'm in good shape to build the next item here on the copper. So let's grab that stone right there. Let's grab our construction here, or our gathering as they call it, and let's see if we can figure out a way right in here. I want to try to get there's 6 of these things here. I want to find an orientation that lets me harvest all 6 of them. Well, I think there's 6 of them there. There's certainly 5 there, and that's 6 if I can get on it. Collide with another object. Yeah, no. Okay, let's try it this way. Get that out of my way. Well, come on. I'm having a hard time getting this one in to get all 6. So I'm pressing shift to ignore the grid snapping. Ah, there we go. Get that out of my way. There's all 6. So I found the orientation that worked. You can usually, if you're persistent, you can usually find an orientation that works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I can come, looks like I can come that far with no problems. And then what I will do is I will come right into here, set that right in there, and that'll work. Now I've got copper going into a box. You know, it'll only mine 50. So next we want to get some storage units up and get those things in there. So we're going to need some circuit boards. So from a production standpoint, I need to shift over from my production, and I need to produce circuit boards. So this will produce 2 at a time. I'm going to need lots of circuit boards. We're going to go ahead and produce 20 of those. The nice thing is I can just grab copper and iron now out of these miners, and I'm good there. Now I'm going to be running out of power before too long. So one of the things that I do have to do is go ahead and get another miner set up here. Now this is a pretty big coal node, so we just want to try to get 6 of these things and get it in here where it will rotate this in. There we go. That'll work. Good enough. And I'm going to need some more power and some more Tesla coils, or Tesla towers. What are they called? Tesla tower. I'll be calling them Tesla cores. So we are going to need to produce another of those and another of those. So there's the basic logistics system. So that gives me storage containers. And as part of that, I need to build some of the storage containers. So that's the next thing that I want. So after I produce those things, I want to go ahead and produce 3 storage containers. And part of that is just so that everything is going into a box here, and I'm not having to do do it 50 at a time. Okay, so with that, I want to bring in another. And I don't really care if this doesn't connect up right now. The key issue that I have right now is I'm just placing these things down, and so I want to make sure that we have, because I want to be able to put a storage box right outside these things. So I'm putting the power right over here, So now I've got coal, and this will be nice because coal gives me the ability to power my mech. And you'll notice I'm just about out of power. So throw some power in here and power him up. Very good. Okay, now I've got 3. Let's see. Let's look at my inventory. I've got 1 storage unit. I need 2 more. What am I? I had told it to build. I thought I had told it to build 3 of those. But evidently, I do not have 3 of them. So I'm going to need some more stone. So let's get these stone items right in here. There's not a lot of stone right in this area, but there's a few. Enough that I can build what I need to build here, I'm sure. Yeah, there we go. 2 more. I was just lacking stone in order to get that in there. Okay, now let's look at the research. Still looking at pretty good here. We got the basic logistics. This will give us the ability to manufacture things. This gives us the ability to produce blue cubes. That will be very important. This is the basic assembling process. Fluid storage, I don't need on any of those. So right now, the next thing that I want is the ability to do the miners. After the miners, then I want the assemblers. And after that, I want the blue cubes, I believe. And I believe that does it. Those require cubes, those require cubes, those require cubes, yes. And then we can go back to the upgrades and see if there's anything on the upgrades. I can't make those. Can't make that yet. I can do mass construction. That'll give me blueprints, but that's really not important yet. I can't make graphite yet, so I don't have the ability to do that. I do have the ability to do the drive engine, so we will do the drive engine. So there's our research. There's our goal for the rest of this little series here. And we are going to start right here with putting in some storage stuff. So I'm going to need some more belts. So I'm going to go ahead and just make these 10 at a time. And then I'm going to make these right now 5 at a time. And so let's get this belted up and put in here into a storage container. So we'll take the storage container first. It's going to come out of that particular little miner there. And I'm just going to bring it down here and into that storage container. So right now I'm not really trying to organize things into a common area. Right now I'm just simply getting it into a box to where I have more than 50 at a time for building things. So there's my first storage container for automation, and I have iron automating into that box. So now we come up here and we grab some copper. That'll let me build some things there. And we'll do the same thing on the copper here. We will take the storage, Mark 1. We're just going to run it straight out of there for right now. Run it right down the side there where it belongs. And then run that in there. And now we've got copper. And I'm going to let those boxes fill up. I'm not really worried at all about how much of that stuff I'm pulling out. We are going to come down here. Now, I need my research. Let me see. I need to build some. Let's see what I need for research. I need these coals. So let's go ahead and make 10 of these at a time now. We'll put that in there. And you'll notice that I don't have to go all the way up there through those storage boxes to get things. Eventually, I want to put all the storage boxes in one place, but I'll have to figure out where I want things to be stored and all that kind of stuff. Right now, I'm not worried about that. That's just, right now, we're getting things set. So I'm going to come down here, put my storage box, and we'll put it right there. The logistics is going to come, well, the logistics seems to want to be in where that's at. So now I'm going to remove something. So I get the item back when I do the removal, so no big deal if you place something down in the wrong place. I didn't like where I put that, so I'll put that there now. I'll bring the belt. Oh boy, advanced metallurgy. Okay, I'll bring it right down through here, right beside the box. Grab one of these connectors. I'll connect that up, and that's going to get me coal. Now, coal is very important to automate as quick as you can into a storage box because you need lots of coal to power your mech. And so that's one of the things that we'll get into. So now part of this is the last ingredient that we don't have yet, and we'll go ahead and create and do before we finish this episode, is I'm going to create one more of these. I'm going to create one more wind power, one more of these. Let's see. I will produce 10 more of those. I will produce 5 more of those. And we are going to need one more storage box. Alright. Whoops. We need to move that. Alright, so while that's running, we can grab a stack of copper. Grab a stack of this. Now this is going to need circuit boards and gears. So that's the other thing, is once this is producing, we're producing things here, we will queue up some gears. We're going to need 10 of those. We're going to need 10 of those. So we'll put those things in there, queued up, so it'll get to those. This is going to require 10 and 10. Let's see, wait a minute. That's 10 and 10. That's 10 and 10. Are they really the same thing? Am I looking at the same thing? No, that's magnets. Okay. And then that just needs coal and some of the other things. Okay, very good. And we'll see here now. See, we've already got 150 coal. This is the great thing about automating things, is things get faster. See, now I can put more of this coal into Icarus, and we're doing very good. Now, there's a new thing here. I can customize my armor. I mean, would you look at this model? It looks like a transformer. It's pretty cool. So there's different designs that you can do. I'm going to do this Icarus 3 design. Loading another file will reset the scene and save changes when I haven't done anything. Yeah, I kind of like him. Man, it's a ridiculous amount of customization. Not enough material. Well, what am I missing? Oh, look at that. I have to have a whole bunch of iron bars. That's iron ingots. And what is that? That's titanium ingots. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. Load this. Let's see what we have here. What does this guy require? That just requires 251 copper ingots. So you can... Oh, no, it doesn't. It requires 6,000 plastics. Well, okay. I won't be doing that for a while. That is kind of cool. And I will be messing with that at some point in time, just for fun. So that was something else. We're going to put down... We should have the components here now to do the last thing that we're going to do from a gathering standpoint. And for this episode, I'm going to come down in here. And I want to get 6 of these here. There we go. Now you see the thicker line here? That's a meridian. You know, that's a lat long line, and one of the things, I don't know what you call them, but those are... We will be paying attention to those very shortly with some of the other things that we're actually doing to get the... figure out where we're going to put things. So I believe this thing's going to come out right down through there, so we'll put that right there. We will put the belt... nope, it wants to move over one. No, there we go. Maybe I should put the belt in here first, and then I would know these things. Wouldn't be guessing. And we need to hook the belt up. Got that. That'll take care of that. Now we need power, and we're going to need... We've got the power. Now let's see what we can do. I'm going to put this... That's one of the thick lines right there, so that's not a bad place to put it. I need to put... I'm going to put it right there for now. And we'll put the power thing right here. So I've got one windmill per item here, producing this, and so this is now producing stone into a box. I don't particularly need a lot of stone at the moment, but we will need it, and we'll work on building where we're going with all this stuff, you know, in one of our next episodes. So looking at the items that we need to build here, I need gears, I need circuit boards and magnets, I need coal, and I need magnets. I need a bunch of magnets. So let's come in here. Right now we're doing the... we don't have enough of these, so we'll produce 10 more of these. We will produce some of those. And then we'll see, because the next research is going to come up here just momentarily, and we'll have what we're going to do. So we have achieved our primary objective for this particular episode, which was to get our basic structures down and automated, where we're not harvesting things manually. That way, when we need things, we need to build stuff, we can grab a stack of items here, right out of the boxes that we need, and do things like that. Now, in our next episode, one of the things we'll be trying to do is we will be trying to get everything organized and figure out the direction of where we're going to go with our first factory, basically. So we do have an item that we can put down for a matrix lab, and that'll be what the next research is going to be once we get this drive engine done. So we need we've got the coal, we just need the items made for the magnets, and so we'll make the magnetic coils, and once we have those done, we will have this research completed. So what is it making right now? Oh, it's making the copper. It's making the items that are necessary to do this. So while this is going on here, I am going to just run around and grab a few trees, but this is going to be we are at the end of this episode pretty much, and other than the last item here is just finishing up our research. I want to thank you for watching, guys. We will pick this up in the next episode, and then where we build out our first starting factories, where we start automating some of the buildings and other things that we're going to need in order to start the road to the Dyson Sphere. That is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel to be notified when new content is available, and check out the link shown here for more gameplay. Take care.